Yeah, I'm not liking the mage. To be honest, the mage is pretty bad. Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's episode 3. We're going to pick up right where we left off. As you know, the main character went on a drinking binge during his best friend's wake. He woke up with a shirt full of blood and he wants to find out what happened. So now he's broken into his friend's bar where they had the wake at to try and find clues as to what happened that night. So let's get back into it and see if we can't figure out what this guy did during his drunken blackout. And yet again, I mean, this would not have happened if he'd have just had a couple of Coca-Colas on ice if you want. Wouldn't have to be worried about this. Unless, of course, it's all in his head. Because, I mean, he does have some other personality apparently living in his mind. And it's likely that he created this personality to cope with whatever it is going on in his life. But I guess we have to continue further to find out. So yes, picking up where we left off. Well, he uses the key to get into his friend's bar.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
I honestly don't know why, if you're that eager to find out what happened to you, why wouldn't you just call Ethan yourself and be like, hey, what happened when I blacked out? Not used effectively given the smell. Not even sure what that means. But let's get into this bar and see what happened. Maybe I can plug up the arcade and play a little bit of Pac-Man.
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened. I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass?
I think it was your old boss, right? I still haven't figured out a baseball bat. I can't interact with that. Not sure which of these bottles was the mistake. Probably the first one. Yeah, more than likely the first one. Cash register looks intact. Hope all drinks were paid for. Mine included. I like that. I guess that is a good thing that you don't have to click on each item. It just, puts that up there so it'll save you the time. Ethan tried to clean up before or after the incident. Obviously, I guess he tried to clean up before he left. Looks like the mural is down.
Ugh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick.
Now see, you have no clue if you did it or not. You probably didn't. Nothing but the draw. And for all of you that may be asking, I have tried every button here, and this is just how fast he walks. Oh, I actually can play. It's gonna actually let me play Pac-Man? Controls are a bit messed up. Yeah, controls are pretty messed up. So where's the safe spot at that he was talking about, I wonder? Well, let me just do this because I ain't trying to play it for points. If I were trying to play it for points, I'd save these things, but I'm really just... I was just surprised that they actually put this in the game. Wow. Ah, see, I went right and it sent me back up, so. Oh, I can quit at any time, okay.
Being chased by ghosts.
Was moved slightly. So, you just assumed there was a fight, huh? I mean, I guess it would make sense with the table being knocked over, but...
What knocked this clock off the pillar?
Had to have been this table. Dried alcohol. Could be from spills or a broken bottle. Upturn.
These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them?
Possibly. Hey, I thought you said you weren't a gumshoe, that you weren't a sleuth.
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
It seems there was a fight. It could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence.
All the more reason why you would ask someone who was there, like Ethan, the bar owner. Instead of coming in here with his key without him knowing, why not just call him and be like, can you please tell me what happened last night? How much trouble am I in? You know. Man, I hate that he can't walk any faster than this. And I don't know what other clues he could possibly be looking for. Pretty stumped. I didn't case this entire joint. And I don't see anything else. I mean, did I not inspect this already?
The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on.
DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened? Wouldn't surprise me.
The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked. Could be the same blood that was on my shirt.
Okay. So I'm guessing I have to do the same thing with this beer.
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for.
I suppose not.
What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
Pharmacy, eh? Oh, that's the old guy. So...
I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night. Just gotta think it through.
Press right bumper to go into mine. Palace.
At least I can always count on this place to make sense.
Really? You can count on this place to make sense.
Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night. I just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways. I have to think it through, find out what really happened. My memory ends here, but there's 2 glasses. Who was here with me?
You don't remember? First of all, this logic makes no sense. Well, I guess it does to him.
On my own. When someone approached me, I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously.
No, you were drinking with your old boss. And what questions do I have to answer? I didn't. They didn't give me a.
If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was.
Okay, so answer all the questions to form a hypothesis. Oh, okay. Towards the pillar, towards the entrance. I would say towards the pillar, because that's the entrance. But wait a minute, isn't there a... What happened to the scrape on the chair? Let's answer this question first. Or I guess I can't. I have to answer the other one first. So, it says, where did the conflict go? It had to go towards the pillar because that's where everything else was knocked over. So, towards
Something
the
hit
pillar.
the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Okay, so what now? We got into a fight. We got knocked into a pillar. Obviously, I won because I'm scratch free, and there's nothing but blood on my shirt. Okay, here's the next question. Oh, I hate that he walks so slow. Where did it end? It ended at the jukebox. I don't have any answers I can use. At the bar, on the stage. It says, where did it end? Now, it had to end at the jukebox, but it must have went towards the... But wait a minute. We could have went over there and then ended up over there. So I'll say it ended on the stage.
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl.
That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me.
That's obvious. Dennis's bracelet. Hugh's business card. Okay, so first of hold on. I need to put some faces, some faces to some names. So this is Joel, and his hat is by the jukebox. Dennis is who? This guy. I don't think we were ever that. I mean, we were. It was obvious that we weren't cool with each other, but this guy, Joel, he's the only one that wanted to pick a fight. Or it could have been Ethan. Because was it Ethan or Joel that said I'd slash your tires? But I think it was Ethan that said I'll slash your tires, but that would mean you wouldn't be able to leave town. But he's not an option, so Dennis, I don't think I would have fought Dennis. Actually, Dennis makes more sense when you think about it, because look at the size of Joel compared to me. But Dennis is about my size and height, so I'd have probably been able to watch him without a problem. And his bracelet was by the memorial. But Dennis could have been breaking up the fight between me and Joel. But then, there's one last question. Why would Joel come over and drink with me at the bar when he was ready to fight me the moment I walked in? So, it makes all the sense in the world that it would be Dennis. So I'm going to go with that.
Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night.
Press RB to validate your hypothesis.
I have the complete picture now.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex. Who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing or the...
You don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at...
Okay.
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is, if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, tell him you're here to apologize about last night.
No.
You trashed up his bar and then broke in.
I'm going to stay.
Time
Because
to leave if you're leaving.
I need some answers.
You'll want to apologize. Trust me.
I need some answers. So, is that him?
Sam? You're not here to rob me, right?
I'm looking for answers, but I'm looking for answers. Yeah, I'm looking well, what would I apologize for? Like, what would I apologize for? Like, if I said I want to apologize, he would probably say for what? Because he doesn't act like I did anything wrong last night. So, I have to be honest. I'm looking for answers right now. I want to know if I caused all of this.
I blacked out last night. I needed to figure out what happened, so I came in the back.
You drank too much.
Yeah.
So you broke into my bar.
Yeah.
After smashing it up last night.
No, that's not what happened. Actually, what happened is...
Sam, get the hell out of here before I call the cops.
Okay. That's fair.
Well, that didn't go too well. That didn't go too well at all. I wonder... what's gonna happen now? Maybe I should have listened to the voice in my head. Oh, that's Anna's father, apparently.
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? There's that coffee date with Anna. Anna might have to wait. I want to see if anyone has seen Dennis first. I don't know, I'll play it by ear. Just remember she's expecting you. She's extending the olive branch. Don't drop it.
She's extending the olive branch.
I still have time before meeting Anna. Might as well ask if anyone saw Dennis.
Anyone like who? Like where? Oh, finally. What did I say? Drugstore? Go in. You know, instead of looking for who's seen Dennis, how about y'all just... Well, I mean, I guess the good news is the blood was Dennis's and he's not dead, so... Well, I didn't kill him, at least. Switch? I wonder if they got any firearms in this store.
Yo, get out the way.
Man, who is this little chump? Get out of my way, man.
You move. I'm the one coming in.
You.
That's enough.
Yeah, get out my way, son. You don't talk to me like that. Man, what's wrong with the youth today? Like, they ain't got no respect for anybody.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
I wish you would come at me like that, man. Pharmacist diploma.
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
He probably is one. I'm pretty sure that's a copyrighted song.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Oh, really?
Honestly, I don't remember last night. You saw me blackout drunk. Not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl, I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys. but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
Tell that to everybody who hates me.
You really don't need to say things like that.
But it's true. The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
Time and a little bit of common sense. My mother says that I'm laying off everything. Suggesting I take nothing.
Last night was a wake-up call. I'm gonna try focusing on clean living.
Everything is poison. All that matters is the dose. Now you have a good
I
one.
wouldn't say all that, but
Was there anything else you need?
unless you're talking about alcohol.
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Walt O. Alright, what you want?
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Inquire about Dennis. Alright. So, I wonder if things update based on, Ethan's the store owner. It's the quiet ones you gotta watch out for. Rumor has it Ethan keeps a baseball bat around in case someone pushes his buttons like I just did. So, let me see. Yeah, so it updates based on who I interact with. I'm going to call this episode here. And when we come back next time, we're going to hopefully find Dennis alive. Because if we don't, Declan might have a few words for me. But that is going to be it for this episode. See you all next time. And until then, remember to stay blessed.